But first, a tribute to a sporting hero. Tina Loughran has travelled from Northampton to see if leather expert Susie Fletcher can save a little piece of family history.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? I'm Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Nice to meet you. I'm Susie.
Hi, Susie.
So, what have we... Oh, it's a cricket ball.
It's a cricket ball, yeah.
Let's get that. So, why have you brought us a cricket ball then?
It was presented to my dad in 1948.
Wow, there's a lot of writing on here as well.
Yeah, there is. It's got my dad's name.
And was that Stanley?
Yeah, Stanley Summerfield. And outstanding performance at Birmingham Parks.
Right. Was your dad a sporting man then?
He was. He's a really good sportsman. He's got loads of medals.
Medals for...
Football, cricket, he's got loads of them.
So he was a good player then?
He was a really good player. He had trials for Warsaw, but I think at the time his dad told him that he needed to join the Navy because he was called up, so he didn't go for the trial.
He didn't do the football trial?
He didn't do the football trial. He had to go in the Navy.
Because Dad said so?
Dad said so.
OK.
Yeah.
So what kind of relationship did you have with your dad?
Oh, my dad was lovely. He was my hero. He was really good at snooker, and I used to go and watch him play snooker. He was fantastic. Nobody could beat him. Nobody. Yeah. He used to take me down the dogs.
OK.
Yeah.
Down the dogs?
Down the dogs.
Really? Was it a race?
And he used to sneak me under the turnstiles to get in for free then. So, yeah.
A bit crafty.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He was just lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah. My dad passed away in 97, and I've got all of his medals, football medals, cricket medals, but I just love the sentimentality of the cricket ball. I think because it's so tactile, it's a little bit more special to me. To think that my dad held it in his hand and I can hold it in mine, it's a wonderful memory of him.
So, Tina, what would you like me to do to the wall?
All the gilding's coming off it, and I'm just frightened that his name is going to be wiped off eventually, and then it just becomes an old cricket ball, really.
Yeah.
I would just like you to make it look as good as you can.
So was it like this when you got it then? Was it, like, faded as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was. But now I look at it and I think it's just such a shame
Yeah.
that his name's coming off it. You know, he did well at cricket, and I want to hand it down to my boys so they can remember him.
OK.
That somebody spent the time actually putting his name on the cricket ball.
On the cricket ball.
I want to keep his memory alive.
Tina, thank you for bringing the cricket ball in.
Thank you, Jack.
Okay.
Lovely to meet you, Tina, and I'll do my best.
Oh, thank you.
OK, we'll be in touch.
Thanks.
Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
If my dad was looking down now, he'd say, why are you going to all this effort? It's just a cricket ball. But it means a lot to me. If Susie can do something with the cricket ball, it will mean a lot to my children as well. My boys will be really happy that I'm passing it down to them. It's a wonderful memory.
Have you ever worked on the cricket ball before?
No, this will be a first. I mean, you think how old this ball is. I suspect it's just the leather is drying over the years, and if I squeeze it, I can kind of just get it to... I see that. You see that join is coming together?
Yeah.
Like that. This lettering actually goes over where that gap is, and Tina wants the lettering to be done.
Yeah, presented to, and all of that along there.
Yeah.
I think what I might do is ask Lucia, see if she can fix the lettering or reinstate it.
That would be great if Lucia could do that.
OK. I'll go and have a word with her.
All right, lovely, thanks. As you can see here, you've got this seam that's coming apart. This particular seam is sewn on the inside, so I can't go in there and re-sew it again. I'd have to undo the main seam. So in this particular instant, I think the best thing for me to do is to use a filler that will sink down into this gap here. The filler that I'm using for this is more like a cream, and you can use it on leather or vinyls for filling cracks. So I don't want to put too much on to begin with. What I'm looking for is that it's going to, through gravity, just sink down into that gap. I really love anything intricate like this. Particularly when it goes right. I don't like it when it doesn't go right.
As Susie tackles the sticky wicket of the cricket ball repair, outside a new arrival, Tony Sayer from Merseyside.
Hi there.
Hi,
I'm Will.
I'm Tony. How
Very nice to
you
meet you,
doing?
Tony.
Nice to meet you.
You got something for me?
Yes, I have.
Lovely.
He's hoping wood restoration expert Will Kirk can get a treasured relic into ship-shape condition.
Right.
Okay.
What do we have here?
It's a ship's wheel from an old Scottish fishing boat that belonged to our family.
That fits into such a small box.
Yeah, it's in bits, I'm afraid. It's a job for you.
What happened to it? That's in pieces.
We start off with my mother, Elizabeth West. She was born in a little fishing village in Scotland called Macduff. She met my father during the war and they moved down to Merseyside. My mother's uncle and two brothers had fishing boats and bought the Confide, which this wheel's from, in 1951. So every year since I can remember, we used to mess about the harbour and always waited for the Confide to come in with a daily catch. My uncle let me steer her sometimes from the fish market to the inner harbour. The days when I was a child, they were magical moments, they really were. And the Confide carried on in the family right until 1976. It was sold to Northern Ireland and then we lost track of it. And I thought that was the end of it.
Not only has it left the family, but then it's untraceable.
That's why we didn't know. I didn't know what happened to it. Was she just lying derelict somewhere?
Right.
And I couldn't find out where she was. I looked everywhere. And then I got a phone call out of the blue saying somebody'd seen her in Newlyn, in Cornwall. There's a fishing boat. First opportunity I had, packed the family up and went down on a holiday in Newlyn. And there she was. I remember seeing her now, tears running down my cheeks. I hadn't seen her for 20 years. And all the memories started flooding back to me. And somebody suggested I should contact the owner of the Confide. Yeah. Eventually I got a letter back off Peter Ramont, his name was. But unfortunately it was due to be decommissioned from fishing. And in the letter it said, I'll save the name board for you. So I went down for the last time to see her. Very emotional it was.
I can imagine.
When he gave me the name board, gave me the wheel as well, as it is. I couldn't believe it. I've actually got the steering wheel of the Confide. It doesn't look a lot, but it means so much to me, it really does. That's the Confide, really was.
Well, let's have a look and see what we've got here. There's just lots of bits.
Yeah.
Do you know if they're all here?
As far as I know.
So was this varnished, was this painted, or?
It originally was varnished, yeah.
Is that brass?
Yeah.
So that would have been nice and shiny.
It was, yeah.
Oh my word, Tony! I've seen some things come through the barn doors, but this really is a box of bits.
Yeah.
So if I'm able to make it look more like a wheel again,
yeah,
where is it going to go?
It's going on the wall, a feature, talking points for the rest of my life.
But you're willing to leave it with me, though?
Yes, I trust you.
You trust me?
Yeah.
Tony, thank you for bringing it down.
Good luck. You're going to need it.
I know. Thanks, Tony. Bye-bye.
Well, I'm hoping, against all the odds, really, that we'll be able to do something with the Confide's wheel. It means everything to me. It's like a 70-year love affair, and it's not finished yet, I don't think. The Confide's coming home. It's coming home.
This is almost like a puzzle, but instead of having like the box with a picture, I've got no picture. I mean, I know that it's a ship's wheel, so that gives me an idea, you know, it's going to be like a round shape, but I don't know how it goes together. So these bits, put this there.
How's it going, mate? This looks interesting.
I don't know what to do. I know that they all kind of come together into this central hub, and that metal hub is broken.
And half missing.
And half missing.
Yeah, such a shame you haven't got the rest.
It is a shame.
That's going to be difficult.
I've looked in the box about 50 times.
Yeah, it didn't fall out anywhere.
No. Dom, can you do me a favour, please? would you take a look at this metal? Because I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm doing, and that needs to be round again.
I'll tell you what, if I take these bits away, I'll clean these up so at least you can get the spokes in there.
Yeah.
See what we're really missing and see what we're working with.
Exactly.
Yeah? All right, I'll be
Top
back
man.
soon. No
Lovely.
worries.
Right.
Leather expert Susie has changed tack from her more usual equestrian-based craft to that other quintessential English sport, cricket. She's filled the gaping crack in the 1940s trophy ball where the seam has drifted apart, rendering the surface sound again.
So while I'm waiting for the filler to cure, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning this ball. Don't want to over clean it because it's got lots of years of use on it and I don't want to change its appearance too much, but I do have bits of paint on it. It looks like a bit of an emulsion or something. I'm going to use a very mild leather detergent and see how it behaves. You can often do successful cleaning jobs if you just go at it just one little section at a time and don't be in too much of a hurry, and you certainly don't want to be scrubbing at it. But this is actually coming off a lot quicker than I was expecting. It's very encouraging. This has come up really nicely. This is looking much better.
With the surface now clean, it's time for fine art conservator Lucia Scalisi to take a spin at the commemorative gold lettering.
Hey, Lucia.
Hi, Suze.
Here's the beauty here.
Wow, it's lovely. So what have you done to it?
Basically, I cleaned it and I filled in, we had a gaping gap here for you to paint over.
Okay, great, good. I can certainly retouch some of the white fill.
Yes,
So it'll be
yes.
very delicate.
Yeah.
And this is not going to look brand new, but I'll certainly be able to pick it out so that it's more readable.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, well, I'll leave that with you.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks. I'm going to start retouching this area of filling, and I'm going to aim just to retouch the white of the fill. So I've squeezed out 3 shades of red here, and I'm going for this. This is a cadmium red vermilion hue, because I think it's the best, and I'm just actually adding a little bit of raw sienna to that, just to take it down a dot. I'm not going to go to the dark area either side of the fill because I want to not create a solid line, and if I really start just filling all the black in as well, it will make it too solid and it will draw your eye to that. There's no point in making it look brand new. It would ruin it. So I'm using a very fine 0-sized sable hair brush. These are my favourite brushes. Load them up with quite a bit of paint and it flows very beautifully from the tip. So far so good. That sort of knocked out the bulk of the white fill, so that's quite good. I'm just going to finish this little bit off. I'm going to leave it to dry and leave it there, safe and sound.
Outside, another visitor. John Gibbens from Cambridgeshire is hoping ceramics expert Kirsten Ramsey can repair a fragile keepsake with a celebrated family history.
Hello.
Hello, hi.
How you doing? I'm Jay.
Nice to meet you. I'm John.
I'm Kirsten.
So what have we got in a box?
Oh, well, it's not my lunch. It looks like it. This is a little sailor dog, but he's a little worse for wear.
So tell us about the sailor.
He's about 100 years old, I think. He belonged to my grandfather,
Right.
who was in the Navy.
Yeah.
His name was Lewis Victor Tyler. When he was an ordinary rating, he had a uniform almost identical to that. He was a lovely man, and he'd take me on walks around Portsmouth, and people were always coming up to him saying, "Hello, Lou."
Yeah.
So
he
he would
was
do anything for anyone.
Oh.
He was a lovely man.
So when did your grandfather first get this doll then?
I think he might have bought it for my mother as a little gift when she was little.
Right.
And I think perhaps he borrowed it back again so he could wear it as a mascot when he went to see Portsmouth Football Club.
Right.
He was
Pompey.
yeah, Pompey. He lived just round the corner from the ground. In 1939, they got into the final unexpectedly. They were playing Wolves and...
Right. Wolverhampton?
Yes.
Okay, that's where I'm from. I'm up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they beat them. Yes.
Don't rub it in there.
4-1.
Okay.
He wore it to the cup final, pinned to his chest. I always said, one day, whenever Portsmouth get to the final, I will wear the doll and recreate that moment. And they did in 2008. I had a little badge next to him saying I was here in 1939.
Oh, amazing.
Yes. The Pompey fans came up and touched him for luck.
And did he bring luck then? Yeah.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, amazing.
But he's a little worse for wear after all this excitement.
So how did he get damaged then? Is that...
My sister was 3. My mother gave him to her to sort of calm her down, and she just promptly threw him out of the pram and his head was smashed.
Oh, no.
It's probably going to be a difficult job. I wouldn't be worried about having him, you know, the colour of him restored.
No.
He is old and he deserves to show his age.
And is he likely to be worn again anytime soon? Me not
Let's
knowing
hope
anything.
so. Yeah. When Portsmouth win the Premiership.
Okay. Well, thank you for bringing him in.
Thank you.
And we'll let you know when Kirsten's worked our magic.
Thank you. It's a lovely story.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Take care now.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Got all the bits there, haven't you?
What spurred me on to get him restored was to preserve all these little memories of my grandfather. I'm hoping they can restore the head of the doll, make him look a little bit less disfigured. I look forward to getting him back again.
He's cute, isn't he? Hey?
It's a lovely story, isn't it?
It is. But it's good that he's kept all the pieces.
Amazing. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to see what the bear ladies have to say about getting the hat off.
Well, you know the drill. I'm not going to help you get it over to your bed. I'm not allowed to touch your things. So,
I think I'll manage.
You'll manage this way. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, hello.
Got a little sailor doll.
He is adorable. He's lovely, isn't he? Look at him. He's unusual. These dolls were made, a lot of them very popular, made in the sort of late 20s and 30s. So it's quite unusual to find one of these little ones with the composite head.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, obviously, I'm going to have to tackle the head.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way you can actually take the head off from the body and also the little sailor cap?
Yeah, of course we
okay.
will.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
See you later. Oh.
I'm having to do this really carefully and really gently because the old adhesive could damage the fabric as we take it away. And also, his head is very frail. It's a bit like an eggshell, and I really don't want to be breaking that any more than it already is. Here we go. I'm sure Kirsten will be thrilled when I do hand this back to her, because this is what she likes. Lots of bits she can put together.
Dom, is it all right if I use this sander?
Of course you can, help yourself.
All right, cool.
Also struggling with a multitude of components, Will has enlisted Jay to help sand the wooden elements of the ship's wheel.
You know what? It is nice sanding back wood, you know. It's just like gorgeous.
I think it's made of teak. Teak has very distinctive smell, and it usually gives me a bit of a tickly throat.
It's coming up all right, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Working alongside the wood duo, metalworker Dom is trying to figure out how to put together the wheel's hub.
Jay, can I borrow one of the spokes? That's it, perfect. That's perfect. Thank you. Just need to measure it. 40 by 35.
So where does that sit then?
That should fit in there.
So yeah.
So look, once that's there, and that's there, this metal sort of dictates where that sits.
Okay.
It's quite complicated. Now I just need to work out the missing piece, basically. I can lay the original pieces that I've got onto this drawing. So these are the two bits that I'm going to need to remake and be left, hopefully, with a complete circle again. So
no problem. All right. Well, if there's anything else you need, just let me know.
I think that'll be it for a while, so thank you.
No problem.
Okay, so it's that piece and this piece. Now I can just use an angle grinder to cut those out so they fit together against the old pieces really nice and neatly, so I can get a nice even weld. So that is the new pieces of steel now cut and trimmed, and hopefully it will all fit together. The next step is to start working on these triangle pieces which space out the wooden spokes. Perfect.
Inside the barn, fine art conservator Lucia Scalisi is preparing to use her steady hand and finest brush to restore the gold lettering on the 1940s commemorative cricket ball.
When you're looking at it as closely as this, you can really see the labour that's gone into writing these words, and each one is an individual piece on its own right. You know, it's not a stencil, it's someone who's just written it, really. It's really neat. It's a gold-coloured paint, it's not actually gold. So what I'm doing is using one of my favourite pigments, yellow ochre, just to pick out some of the broken sections, and it very gently brings everything together so you can actually read things without it being too obvious that some work has been done. This is conservation, this is really trying to do the minimum just to make certain little things more readable.
How's it going?
Oh, hi, Suze. Oh, I'm glad you've come over. Okay. So, I've actually done quite a bit of retouching, but hopefully it doesn't look as if I have. This is the seam, top and front. And also you can read Stanley's first name.
Oh, look at
now,
that. Yeah.
But it doesn't look as if it's brand new.
No. I think Tina is going to be really pleased.
Ready to be knocked for six by the restoration, owner Tina is back to collect the ball, a testament to her beloved father's sporting prowess.
I'm feeling pretty excited about seeing my cricket ball again. I'm hoping that you can read my dad's name properly again. That's what I'm hoping. I'm not expecting miracles because I know it's a very old ball.
Hello. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Hello, Tina. I'm Lucia.
Hi, Lucia.
Hi.
Oh my God.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really apprehensive about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't be.
Don't be.
Well, I've only seen it in the state that it was in, and every time I looked at it, I knew there was a bit more gilding coming off the ball.
Right. Shall we?
Yeah, let's go for it, Suze.
Are you ready?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is wonderful. That is lovely. Lovely to see his name back on it. That is very special.
Well, it's clearly so special to you, so that makes it special to us.
Oh, that's very nice.
It's a lovely thing to have, isn't it?
It is. It is.
And...
that somebody spent time putting his name on it in the first place.
Yeah, I think to have your father's name on something like that is an honour, isn't it?
It is an honour.
Yeah.
We'll treasure it.
Yeah, for generations to come, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really great.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
When I held the cricket ball, it just brought back so many memories of my dad. And to think that I can now hand it down to my children with his name written on it. And it's a wonderful feeling. It's like having him back again.
More sporting history is being made over on Kirsten's workbench as she faces the intricate task of piecing the Portsmouth Mascot's head back together.
So I gave John's mascot doll to the teddy bear ladies, and this is what I got back from them. So my problems here are numerous. There's an awful lot of old adhesive that's kind of smeared along the break edges. Ideally, I'd like to use my steam cleaner, but I'm really worried that actually that's going to just disintegrate the break edges here. So I'm thinking if I use the heated spatula, that might actually just soften the adhesive and I can pick it off. It's just slowly softening it. Having said that, it's quite slow work and I've got quite a lot to do. I think it's going to take quite a long time.
While Kirsten carefully removes the old adhesive, Julie sets about making the sailor doll robust enough to withstand any future cup final fixtures.
There's an area just around his neck here where he's just come adrift, and I'd like to secure all that before we get his head back in place. I'm playing one very small part in such a long life of this little guy. But it'll help to keep him sailing for just that little bit longer.
I've managed to get all the break edges clean. I now have the really quite difficult task of trying to piece all these bits together. Working with this piece, it's so fragile. The fact that John wore this pinned on his lapel to a football match, I can't believe it, actually. I can't believe it's still here.
Kirsten's rebuilt all she can, but the missing crown of his head would require a dental wax former and some delicate plasterwork.
So getting the plaster actually onto this little chap's head, it's amazing. It's quite a transformation. The plaster needs to set. The next stage is going to be retouching and hopefully getting Mascot Doll match ready for John. So I'm just using some acrylic colours to actually put the pigment back on. This is the part that I love. There's quite a lot of painting to be done because the joins actually didn't fit together very, very well. I've had to actually do quite a lot of filling. So I think that's pretty much done, actually. It's amazing what a lick of paint can do. And I've just got a couple of little touches around here, and then I think he's good to be reunited with his body.
Hello.
Come to Bear Bench.
Oh,
You've taken the ears off him.
oh. If only I could do that for myself. There you go.
He's very thrilled.
Good.
Great job. Thank you.
All right, no, thank you.
Offer the head up, we'll just see if I can fit it. Hang on, see if you can fit it in. Have we boo-booed? I think you've tightened his neck up a little bit. Too much. I didn't tighten it up. This should be on his neck first.
Yeah.
Head goes on, and then that should have been stitched on after. We're going to have to undo this before we can do anything.
Here you go then.
I won't look. Thank you. Snippity, snippity, snip, snip, snip.
Oh, that is annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Metal expert Dom has finished the final weld on the hub of the ship's wheel.
Hello, mate.
Hey, Dom.
There's the hub, completely finished, done.
Whoa, a nice bit of weight to that.
Yeah.
I'm really keen to see if these fit in. They look
Yeah, so am I.
slightly snug.
Yeah, tight, but that's good. I think.
You've done a great job, but it's
yeah,
kind of-
okay.
it's kind of ugly looking. It'd be nice to have something on the top.
Yeah.
Shiny bit of brass.
It needs
or
a sort of brass dome or dish or something on the front, doesn't it? Just to sort of finish it.
a nice shiny bit of brass to match that when that's shiny.
Perfect. Brenton, sorry to interrupt.
That's okay.
Do you think you could make us something to cover that?
Okay, so like a bowl?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
And also, I'm thinking about putting a nice bit of brass trim going around the top here.
So if I make them the sections the same size as that, then we'll shift them around a bit. I'll get some brass and get on with that then.
Thanks, Brenton.
Good luck.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I'm going to go as well.
Cheers,
Okay.
Dom.
Hey, Brenton, you okay?
Yeah, I'm going to be making some more noise, I'm afraid.
Oh, brilliant.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Using a band saw, Brenton starts by cutting out the brass trim. Then turns his attention to the decorative piece that will crown the wheel's hub.
And I'm now going to start forming a bowl on this leather sandbag. This might look a bit violent, smashing this up, but I need to get this into a curved shape before I start planishing it smooth.
To make the brass more malleable, Brenton heats the metal before quenching in water. Once the shape is formed, Brenton can begin to smooth away his hammer marks.
I'm going to polish this, which is going to make it really nice and shiny, and I can give it back to Will.
While Brenton buffs his newly forged brass bowl, outside, Will is rebuilding the wooden wheel.
It's really fiddly work. It was really important for me to dry assemble this first, because if I didn't properly make sure that everything was perfect and I started to glue a nail, I could have a bit of a bad situation in my hands. Now I need to glue it back together. For a second I thought I'd finished completely, but no, this has two sides. I'm going to flip it over and nail and glue the other side.
As Will navigates the long rebuild outside, inside work on the Portsmouth Mascot is complete.
Hello. We've got someone for you.
It looks really cute. He's come up really well.
It's what John wanted, isn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. Oh, teamwork.
Absolutely.
Ladies.
Woo!
Thank you.
Before he came to the repair shop, this jaunty fellow had weathered rough seas and brought luck to generations of football fans. Now owner John is back to see if the little sailor doll is now match fit.
The Mascot is very special to me. I'm very fond of my late grandfather, who died over 40 years ago, but I still treasure his memory and anything that belonged to him, really.
Hello. How are you doing, John?
Good to see you.
Likewise.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
So what are you hoping to see?
Something that's a little improved on what he was like before.
Should we let him out of his misery?
Absolutely.
Let's have a look.
Oh my God, he does look better, doesn't he? Oh, hello, sailor. Oh, well, can I hold him?
Yeah, of course you can.
Gosh, that's amazing. You must have taken ages to get him looking like that.
We've got a brilliant team here.
Yeah, you
and
certainly
Amanda
have.
and Julie helped out as well.
Thank you very much.
We couldn't have done it without them, actually,
Yeah.
because they removed his clothing, which I wouldn't have been able to do, really.
No, really?
But actually, I was able to work on just the head.
Yeah.
And they've given him a little bit of a spruce up.
And he's got a top of a head.
He has, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, it's amazing. Well, he'll bring my football team a bit of luck, I think.
Yeah?
Now he's mended.
Okay.
I don't know how to thank you. I'm so
That's
grateful.
these ladies you've got to thank.
Thank you for bringing him in.
thank
It was
you
a
very
team
much.
effort, yeah.
Well, I'll take him home.
All right.
Front seat in the car. Thank
All right.
you.
You take care now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well done.
Well done, ladies. Well done.
When I first saw him, I just thought that's how my grandfather must have seen him, looking like a healthy little sailor. My grandfather was a great one for mending things, so I think he would be so delighted that I'd taken the trouble to get him fixed. Not that I can take any credit for it, of course.
As the doll sails safely home, outside the ship's wheel is once more whole again.
What I need to do now is get some polish onto the surface. It's going to really bring out the grain in the wood, and it's quick drying, so I can actually get quite a few coats on here now.
All that's left for Will to do is secure Brenton's brasswork.
And now I'm just fitting on that final piece, that final cap. All of that teamwork and all that work that has gone into this has been worthwhile. Well, that's the last screw there. Let's get it back into the barn.
When this relic first arrived at the repair shop, it was nothing more than a box of bits, the many parts inside unrecognisable, as the ship's wheel that owner Tony remembered so fondly. And now he's back to be reunited with the memento of his old, beloved family fishing boat, the Confide.
How you doing, Tony? You all right?
Hi.
Nice to see you.
again.
So how are you feeling?
Nervous?
Yeah?
Yeah.
So when was the last time you saw the wheel in one piece?
Gee whiz, must be 40 years ago.
So would you like to see it?
Please. I've been waiting a long time for this. It's unbelievable. Thank you. Thanks. I'm overcome, to be honest. I really don't know
It's
what to
okay.
say.
Just take it all in, sir.
It's magical. I can't believe it. I really can't. It's magical.
So what are you going to do with the wheel now, then?
It's going on my wall. Yeah, as a permanent reminder of all those memories of my mother's, the West family, all the times I've had. Yeah.
You haven't touched it, though. You can touch it. It's yours.
Do you know what I really want to do?
Go on. That's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Bring it in.
Thank you.
Real pleasure.
Thank you. Well, I can't thank you enough.
It was a team effort.
Please pass my thanks to all the team.
Certainly.
We will do.
Well, she's yours to take home.
Let me walk you out. You've got your hands full.
Thank you. When I first saw the ship's wheel, all the memories came flooding back. I couldn't cope with it. It meant so much to me. It's a new era. Not only will I see it daily, I'll be talking about it to everybody who comes into the house now. Campfire lives. It's going to live for a long time now. I'm feeling absolutely tremendous. It's just fantastic.